This is Game 4, NLCS. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Miami Marlins. And now time for the call by Gary Thorne as we get ready for the first pitch out.
Tight battle for the pennant. Welcome. 2K Sports brings you Game 4 of the NLCS. Ricky Nolesko, the hitters, planning their plate strategies as he'll be on the mound. Nighttime baseball here in beautiful Miami. The stadium all lit up. Steve, what do you think his strategy is going to be against this Dodger lineup?
A pretty even matchup right here. Quality right-hander against a quality lineup. And oftentimes we say good pitching beats good hitting. We'll see if that prevails in this one.
So who are you looking at, John?
Well, a guy who's not going to play ball.
Robertson at the plate. Steve, let's talk quickly about the Marlins. What do you make of their chances here today?
Well, looking back at this series so far, they've clearly played very well, but it doesn't get any easier.
Steve, you're right. They do have a winning formula going right now. Don't take too many big chances. Go with what's worked so far.
Listen, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if 2 outs in the inning, you put the tying run on base for the base on balls. Not what you want to do, because that also means the guy at the plate is the go-ahead run. Big mistake.
And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. And Steve, what he's swinging in a high drive. That's to deep right center field. Oh, what a piece of fielding by Kemp. How did he get that? So they strike for a couple and a little bit closer. Morgan at the plate. Had an RBI double his last time. Steve, how about the arm today? How's he performing?
5 strikeouts now, Gary. And this is what happens when you can locate your pitches and hit your spots. Amazing.
Kemp will field. And that one's put away to retire the side. There's a real... And Sellers, he'll... come to the plate. He's going to get us started here in the 6th. Kershaw with a windup. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll step on first to retire the side. Probably thinking about the matchups here as we check the bullpen. Left-handers throwing.
Well, that's right. I think they're getting him loosened up to face the hitter in the on-deck circle.
Another nice inning. Good work by Clayton Kershaw. A half dozen strikeouts for him so far in the ballgame. 7th inning of baseball coming up. And Bradley settles in. Last time up, flew up. He flew out his last time up. The first pitch. Swing and a ball pop foul down the right field line. Foul! He delivers. That swung on and flied to right. One down. Davis into the batter's box. Lifetime, a .222 average against the Dodgers.
There's really no
Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on. And now he's heading for home. There's the throw. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. It's clearly pretty intense out there right now.
There's a swing and a ball hit high and deep to right center, going back. Say goodbye, a 3-run homer. They trailed by 2 runs, a 3-run shot. And even though they're losing in this ball game, they're going to keep that pen active. They've got both the right and left-hander out.
Well, you have to go to the bullpen to stop the bleeding so you don't give up any more runs and give your offense a chance to come back. Big inning for the Marlins right here. They needed this. They got it. And now they're going to see if they can't tack on some more runs.
The pitch, drilled towards the hole, and Loney corrals that one. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
That's a good heads-up play. You have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
2 outs in the box. Michael Morse back up the middle. He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, sometimes you don't think much of a 2-out hit, but if they can continue to capitalize and push another run across, they can extend their slim lead.
It's going to be good Solonic. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. He swings now and really hit that. Kemp will field. And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. They come from behind to take the lead. A 3-run. Robertson at the plate. He'll start the 9th. And we've got Mason Tobin out on the mound as Miami brings him in to close.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
It is a strike to start the 9th, 0-1.
Well, a change up right there.
Ground ball to Davis. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag.
Went out here in the 9th inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
And Bradley settles in. Flew out last time. Drew Solonic. And that'll set down Bradley.
You know what? You're 1 out away from victory in a very well-played close ball game right here. Listen, you'll take it. A 1-run win is just as good as a 10-run win. Okay, it's quite a showdown we have right here. Young Matt Kemp coming up, looking very confident at the plate.
What he's trying to do at the plate here in the last inning is get this ball game tied up.
Gary, the key is to not let him get on base. Clearly, he doesn't want to give up a home run, but he wants to keep him off base and keep the tying run from coming to the plate.
Catcher gets a hold of that one in the dirt. Here's the 1-0. Runs that one too far inside, goes to 2-0.
Trying to throw it in on the hitter's hands right here, trying to get him to flinch and open up. He just laid off the pitch, didn't get the strike.
Swing, fly ball. This may be the ball game. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Well, big postseason victory right here, and doing it for the hometown crowd, so they're happy and they live to play another day.
And it's time to present the Player of the Game award.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it ends up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And as they put the victory up in this one, they now sit enviably, we might add, just one win away from winning the series.
And you have to credit them. They've come so far this year, and now they find themselves just one win away. This has to be a gratifying victory.
I guess it's that time again. We wrap up this 2K Sports broadcast of MLB. John, Steve, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Gary Thorne. Adieu.
NLCS, here's Game 5. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Miami Marlins. It's up next on this 2K Sports pre.
NLCS action, 2K Sports. Here we go. This is Game 5. Steve Phillips and John Kruk. I'm Gary Thorne, a pennant winner. He is one of the game's brightest young stars. He burst on the scene. Will he burst on the scene on the mound today? We're going to watch Steven Strasburg. Great night for a baseball game as the Marlins get set to go. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of? What's he thinking about as he gets into this Dodger lineup?
Gary, this is a lineup that can put some runs up on the board, but they're going to have to make this right-hander work as he has quality stuff. They're going to have to take advantage of the opportunities that he gives them.
Now let's take a look at the lineup for the Dodgers.
Play ball!
Robertson at the plate. Steve, as these two teams settle in, let's take a look at it from the Marlins side.
Well, they know how important this game is. A win here in this one, and they move on. A loss, and they have to keep playing. When you have a team on the ropes, you have to put them away. You have to go for the juggies.
Completely agree on that, Steve. You really do have an opportunity here to make this fairly easy series, but don't open any windows.
When you have a chance to end it, you have to slam the door and take hope away from your opponent.
Rung him up. Strike three. Count that one as a K.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Swing and a high pop-up left side of the infield. That one's grabbed. Side retired. They pick up no runs. It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. And Fedorowicz is batting. He's going to get us started. Second inning. And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that 4-seamer down and away.
Here's the pitch. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Ground ball to short. Mayberry. Over to first for out number 1. James Loney now will dig in. There's one away. He's 0 for 2 like time against Strasburg. How's he attacking on the first delivery? Let's look here.
The first pitch of the bat oftentimes is the most critical pitch. And when he does not throw a strike with the first pitch, he's given up 2 hits in this game.
And that's the third out. That'll do it. And here's Matt Kemp. Flew out last time. And the first pitch. And a swinging strike on the first pitch by Strasburg, 0-1.
Well, they've got a couple of hits here, and we're into the 4th inning, so maybe they're starting to get something going. And the second time, Jerry, you don't want to do this in this kind of a situation. And put a walk on base.
Oh, there he goes for second. And he is out trying to take second. Billingsley with the windup. Good cut fastball that time. He's in control with the count at 0-2. And what he's done here in this situation with the walk coming where it did, Steve, is really give the offense a lot of options.
As a pitcher, you can't try to miss bats. Go at them, throw strikes, make them put it in play, let the defense work.
And the throw beats him to the bag. He is out at first. Suzuki will get the swing now with 2 away. He's got 4 hits. Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
You throw that fastball down, the hitter's got to go.
Oh, there goes Asturis.
Strike 1.
Base hit his last time. Here we go. Here's the first pitch. And swing and a miss on Billingsley's pitch, 0-1.
Gary, he's not felt any pressure out there on the mound. The defense has not felt that much pressure either. With only 1 runner left on base, and we're moving through the middle part of this ball game, so they're doing a nice job shutting down this.
Oh, there goes Asturis, and he fouls off another one. And another foul ball. And Billingsley outside the strike zone with it.
Tried to backdoor that cut fastball, just trying to catch the outside corner.
Oh, he's on the move for third. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. Robertson at the plate. He'll get things started off as we go to the sixth. Suzuki, not in time. He is safe and on.
Well, that's a great bunt right there. Well executed. He turned around late in the box to surprise the infielders, got it down, and legged it out.
And Bradley settles in. Grounded out his last time through. 0-1 count as that started off with a strike. Steve, let's take a look and see how the pitcher's done today.
You keep the ball down in the zone. So many things good can happen for you. This righty just generating ground ball after ground ball out.
Davis will check him there, and he walks off that lead. Steven Strasburg, he's quickly ahead on that. Count goes to 0-2.
He's a free swinger on the 0-2 count, so you've got to think to yourself, don't give him anything too good to hit.
Curveball, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Brings that curveball, just about had him, but it's full.
With this curveball down and away, now let's see if the pitcher tries to go back inside with the fastball and lock him up.
Line drive fouled off towards first. Oh, he's trying to steal second. Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out, one away. There's a catcher who's got to really work at getting that out.
Well, a changeup on that pitch. It takes a little longer to get there, so you have to speed up your release from behind the plate and make the accurate throw. Everything came together.
Great balance behind the plate. And Matt Kemp up. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And here's the first one. And it's 0-1. Strasburg gets him looking at that one. Let's take a look at how this pitcher has been utilizing his arsenal of pitches.
Well, when you're playing behind a guy, you love to see him mix up his pitches.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. In there, and this is going to be trouble. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. There's the throw. And he's in there at third ahead of the play.
Well, the one thing you never want to do is make the last out at third base to end an inning, but he was able to get in there with that great speed just in time.
And Fedorowicz is batting. He flew out his last time up. Swinging a ball pop foul down the right field line. Strasburg gets set and delivers. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit.
Back up the middle. And Kemp comes in.
Well, this is exactly how you plan a game. You make sure you get that offense going to get that run on the board.
James Loney with a runner on it. First, boy, we have seen this offense build.
Oh, Gary, that walk right there is the tying run in this game. That's not how you want to make the opposition do it. Make them earn it.
Kemp will field. Didn't have a problem getting up. The runner's tagging from first.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. The pitcher wanted to double play. He goes down in the zone, but they're not able to get the runner at second.
And that's one, Steve, where the pitcher actually should have won that battle, but isn't lucky enough to get the double play.
See if they can take advantage of it now.
And Mayberry batting. Drew a walk his last time. Now Billingsley with the 0-1 pitch. Takes a swing at that curveball. He's behind now, 0-2. And walked in his last plate appearance. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Well, it's a huge breaking ball at 78 miles per hour. Well, this is some kind of battle we're looking at right here, Gary.
Ground out victim last time through. First one to Taylor. Here's the delivery. Here's a swing and a line drive. Throws to first, side is retired. Another fine inning for Chip. And some he'll come to the plate. He'll lead off the 7th inning. I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
Base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
And he's trying to gather his thoughts right now as he attempts to figure out what he wants to do and keep that lead.
Gary, the offense finally has a chance to tie this thing up. It takes one swing of the bat, and we're back to even.
Kingray will be the pinch hitter.
Well, I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going to try to get back into the game.
0-1 pitch is a cut fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2.
But Gary, listen, he's made pitch.
Hit on the ground over to shortstop. Sellers. Out at the plate.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead. Now he's got a chance to get out of this thing without any major trouble.
Grimmage up now. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. The pitch lined hard down the left field line. That one is in there. That should score Asturias. And Asturias will score. Another run comes in right behind him. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen. Well, the setup broken up right there, but I tell you what, no shame in the performance he's given in this one. He's been outstanding.
Vodker at the plate. Got to call this promising if you're on the offensive side of it. It's an important part of the ball game. Get that ball game tied up and then move on.
Look here.
There he goes, headed for third. Swinging a shot to third. And another hit. They're really gunning right now. And that's in. They're able to tie it up. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means with their chances of victory.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Stephen, looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind him and count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
Davis into the batter's box. We got to credit this lineup at an important part of the ball game. There's a swing, line drive, center field, and he's on now. That's going to be another hit for them.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
Mayberry in the batter's box.
Well, if you can get a start like this every time out from your starting pitcher, you're going to take it. He kept you in the ball game, pitched pretty well, and now turns it over to the bullpen.
Struck out swinging last time. 0 for 2 thus far. Up the middle. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So James Loney leading it off. Struck out swinging his last time up. And we've got Mason Tobin out on the mound. He's brought in to... Hasn't gotten a hit yet today. We'll see what he can do here. Fouled away. He can't connect with that off-speed pitch. Taking a hole now, 0-2.
Well, that's just an unhittable pitch. That's the blueprint of where you want to throw this pitch. Down and away to the hitter, gets him to swing.
Fastball swung out and missed. Struck him out, one away.
With 2 strikes, the hitter wanted the fastball. He got it, but didn't do anything with it.
1 down. Here's Kurt Suzuki. He singled his last trip. What do you think, Steve? Bunt here?
It's a definite bunt situation with a pitcher up. They've got to get the runners moved up.
Let's see if they agree.
Gary, the base runner now on after that walk. That's the tying run in this game, so they've got to be very careful right here.
Here's Davis's first look. Strike one. Robertson gets him swinging. You know, the manager is not thrilled about this one. If a guy gets on, he beats you with a base hit, okay. But boy, he takes off for second. He sends this one in the air towards center, and he's on the potential winning run. Get ready. He's still going. He's headed for the plate. And they bring across the tying run. I think there's an issue of how much is left in his tank right here, so that bullpen's going to get active.
You know, it's still early in the game, though, so I'd be surprised if they make this move this early. They may just get him prepared in case they need to go there.
Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
Well, the pitcher comes in thinking he's going to close this one out and makes a bad pitch, and he pays for it. Now he has to shut him down and try to give his offense a chance to come back and win it.
And Mayberry batting. He's batting with a possibility that winning run on first base could be his. Grudzielanek is going to come in and run here. Grudzielanek, here we go. Now a swing and a shot towards second. And he's waved home. The throw headed home. Here we go. Tagged at home, and he is out of there. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking. If you're even thinking about it, do not change your channel. Not for this matchup.
And he is batting here late in the game in a crucial spot.
Well, you've got a base runner. You don't know if you're going to get another opportunity. The game may be on the line right here.
This is the chance at a game-winning RBI. Grounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch. Takes a swipe on that pitch in the dirt. Not sure if he saw that. Robertson sends the 0-1 pitch. Strike two. Now no balls, 2 strikes. Kurt Suzuki doesn't want a K here.
Pitcher has him right where he wants him, on the defensive. He could try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase.
That will bring up Russell Martin. He'll be the pinch hitter.
With 2 runners on base and a chance for a big inning, they're going to the pinch hitter, trying to see if they can't generate some offense this inning.
And the double steal is on. Fouled off. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And that's out number 3. They come up with 3 runs here and have drawn. So James Loney leading it off. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. And Josh Johnson is the pitcher. They've decided not looking last time. There's a swing and a line drive.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs. And you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
Turris up at the plate.
Managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game. And as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical.
I think with 1 out here, Steve, we might see him bunt.
Well, with the pitcher coming up, I think you have to expect they're going to sacrifice.
Morse is stealing. Johnson will foul that away.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but Jeff...
He's running, heading for second. Swung, ground ball to short.
Gary may have surprised himself right there. Good piece of hitting by the pitcher. Hey, nothing like giving yourself a little offensive support.
Grimmage is the batter. He is just a triple shy of the cycle now.
Well, it's the toughest leg of the cycle to get, but if he hits it into the gap, look at him run.
Towards center field, Kemp will field. Out number 2. Runners on the move.
Well, that's a huge out right there. Now with 2 down, they've got a legitimate chance of getting out of this inning with the game still tied.
Vodker swung on, liner to right. He throws. Morris is heading home, and they will tag him out. Just joining in, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Had a base hit his last time up. And starts him out here. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And at first I was going to look playable, but nothing doing. It got away. The pitch. And he fouls another one off. Oh for 4 in this one. 1 down, runner at first. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. 2 men have been put away. The runner's tagging from first.
Well, a lot riding on Russell Martin's bat here, Gary. You can see the determination in the young Canadian's face.
Now, all of a sudden, this team's swing, fly ball. This may be the ball game. Kemp will field. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Facing elimination on the road, a very difficult task, but they got it done. They stepped up, they get the win, and they live to play another one, Gary. So an unbelievable effort here today.
Now let's take a look back on this ball game and see who our player of the game is. There aren't a lot of these in sports, but this was a must-win game, and they did.
Game 6 of the NLCS. It'll be the Miami Marlins and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And now it is out to Los Angeles with Gary Thorne, John Kruk, and Steve Phillips.
Pivotal Game 6 in the National League Championship Series. Hi, everybody. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, and John Kruk ready to go. Here's a look at one of the bats right now that's been unstoppable, Matt Kemp. It's a beautiful evening here in Los Angeles. The city lights on, Southern California, and a night game. We'll take a moment to look at the Marlins lineup. Bottker is the batter now. Steve, what do you think of the Dodgers here in this game?
Well, no team wants to end their season with a loss, but that's exactly what can happen here today unless some magic happens. But lest we forget, this is the playoffs where magic has been known to happen. A time or two in the past, why not one more time?
Boy, he needs to get this out here. You do not. Want to give up that big hit to the opposing pitcher, especially with that top of the order waiting. Kingery will be the pinch hitter.
Well, with the pinch hitter coming into the game for the pitcher now, he can go hit the showers. His day is over.
But the throw is wide. He's in there at second. Bad throw. Good offensive chance here. Bottker settling in, and he'll be swinging with the bases loaded.
But Gary, they got a big opportunity now to take the lead in this situation.
Now it's 2 away. Runners on the move. 1 run is in. Not in time. He is safe. Slides into second.
Well, at the end of the year, we're going to be talking about the numbers this guy puts up, and it's because in these sorts of situations, he finds a way to get the job done.
Grimmage is up now. Offensive production. Boy, does that look good as you move along later into a ball game, and they've got a lead.
You know, Gary, that at-bat we just saw could prove to be the most critical at-bat in this ball game. They want to keep adding on to the lead.
Could be one of those situations that decides the ball game. Right now, it looks like their offense is ready to start clicking. Steve, let's take a look at those numbers off the mound.
How's he doing it? Well, he's doing it with that movement, location, velocity. He's got it all going on here, and they're just pounding him right into the ground.
And with that right-hander warming up in the bullpen. And James Loney stands in. His lifetime average, 261 off the Marlins. And we're going to get to see Eduardo Sanchez pitching as they make the pitching swap. Swung on by Loney, strike 1.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Had an RBI single his last time to the plate. One out with runners at first and second. Oh, both runners on the move. In the infield, he's up with it. Not in time. He is safe and on. They say bunting is a lost art. Steve, this is how you do it.
Well, it's in the right spot, and an element of surprise as well allows him to beat it out and beat the throw from the catcher.
Taylor settles in.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Got one. And they turn the double play. They pick up 3 hits in the inning. They leave the sacks full. And the Dodgers, their turn coming up. Bynum in the box now. He'll start the home half of the 7th. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. That is in. It's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, anytime you can get on base with no outs to start an inning, you know that an extra base hit will probably score you. But even if the batter behind you can figure out a way to get on base, now you have the potential for a huge inning.
Morgan at the plate. Oh, there he goes towards second. 0-1. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. Line drive fouled off towards first. This is pop foul to the right side, but playable. And the catch by Suzuki.
Pop-ups around the plate can be tough for a catcher because the rotation of the ball brings it back toward the infield, but he was able to make this play easily.
And James Loney stands in. No luck that time for Sanchez as he misses inside.
Now second out in the inning here in the 7th, you're up by 2. I think right now you've got to throw strikes. Force them to get base hits. Make them earn their base runners. No free passes.
And that one is just off the black. 2-1.
That's not a spot where he wants to throw that pitch. It's danger right there if it's left out over the plate. He's got to bury that into the dirt.
Throws to first, side is retired. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. The Marlins still out in front. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. David, a shot up the middle, and that's a base hit. Davis on board.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs, and you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
And Mayberry batting. Flew out last time. Got on and missed as he was loading up. 0-1.
Get a little extra giddy up on that one as he just blows it right by him.
Hit on the ground towards second. Gets it. Gets one. And there's the second out of double play. That Keystone area can get a little rough, Steve. Nice turn on the double play.
Just the way they draw it up. Great pivot by the shortstop.
McGillberry now digging a hole as he comes to the plate. Trying again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball. The 0-1 delivery, curve, swung on and missed, 0-2.
Perfect pitch right there. I mean, I don't care how long.
He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th. And out on the mound, we'll see Josh Lindblom. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
A strike to start the back half of the 8th here, 0-1.
Clearly, you're getting very late here in the ball game, and the game's getting short, so you've got to look to play for a big inning. You're down by 2. See what you can do. Get an opportunity to take advantage. You don't know if you're going to get it done to the 9th. Try to get it done right here.
Able to set him down there. Chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it. Couldn't make contact with that one.
Robertson at the plate. Last time up, flew out. Fastball misses away, 1-0.
I think down by 2 runs right here now, Gary. I think that you've really got to look at trying to get some big hits. You need that clutch hit. You need somebody to walk into it and try. You know the pitcher's going to throw strikes. You know he's going to try not to walk anybody, so be more aggressive.
Just off the inside edge, 2-1.
That's 2-1 count. He likes to swing the bat. He tends not to take that borderline pitch, so if you can make a good pitch, you got a chance to get him right here.
Takes a swing at that fastball, but doesn't make contact, and it goes even at 2.
Well, I tell you what, for a 2-seam fastball, he had some good movement and good pop on that one. Batter swung late.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as K.
Well, this one clocks in at about 74 miles per hour and has some pretty good movement on it.
And Bradley settles in. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. A swing line to left center. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they set down the first 2 men of this inning, but they couldn't get him out. A big double right there with 2 outs, and a 2-out hit will score a run.
Okay, it's quite a showdown we have.
Kemp puts it on the ground. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So they pick up a hit, but leave a man at second and fail to score. And we've got his tourist batting. He's ready to give his best at bat right here. First position, home half of the ninth. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, I think right now they're looking to get a couple guys on and see if they can't get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark right here. So base runner's the key. Do not run into outs. Be conservative on the bases. You're down 3.
Tried to get him to go after that slurve, but it's 1-2.
Good spot there. Just down a little bit out of the zone. Tried to get him to chase. He wouldn't go for it.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
You talk about a guy who had full command of his pitches, only 4 of them, but he located and executed them perfectly.
And as a result, this game stays close late.
Yeah, and you got to battle a little better than that. You just can't let a pitcher go in there and get 4 quick pitches and get a big strikeout. You got to battle better than that.
Here's Stanley now coming to the plate. Flew out last time. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike, 0-2.
The pitcher has him right where he wants him on the defensive. He could try to throw it out of the zone and get him to chase.
Tries to saw him off with that one, but he missed. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 now. Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
A front door 2-seam fastball, trying to throw it inside, letting it tail back to the inside corner. Couldn't quite catch the corner, though.
On the ground to second. And it's Torres picks it up. Throw to first, gets him in there at 2 down.
A final out of the game. It certainly does not look very good right here. They need big hits. They need people to drive the ball, get something done right here, or they're going home and losing.
Bynum up now. And a home run back in the 4th inning. That one sails high for a ball. 1-0. That one hit fly ball. This may be the ball game. That's the last out. This ball game is now over.
It's tough to do it, but they did it on the road. A big victory, winning the National League pennant. They will now go on to the World Series representing the senior circuit.
All right, here we go. It's that time. We're going to take a look now at our player of the game.
He didn't just shut the door on their bats. He slammed it and nailed it closed. A dominant effort out of the pen that gave them the boost they desperately needed to outlast their inspired opposition.
This is their next to final step towards the whole enchiladas. They've got a chance to win it. They claim this LCS. Next stop, the World Series.
From spring training, this team committed to try to do what they can to get to the World Series, and now they're there. They're ready to go.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball.